Hey everybody, welcome back to the gym. It's Rahul, and today we're going to talk about a cool and funky deck that I got sent to me by Rob Davies, who is famously known for his crazy decks in Canada and finishing very well with them actually. He's a very good Pokédex, a very good player. So anything he produces is pretty good, honestly, in my eyes, and I think he's a great player with some cool ideas. And so he's been talking to me about this deck for a couple of weeks now, and I've been very interested. And he finally sent a list, and this is super nutty, and I really like the deck. And I've been playing it online a couple games, and I've been having a lot of fun with it myself. So I'll just jump into it. It's Aerodactyl, Talonflame, Garchomp. Now, I'm sure you guys know what Talonflame does, but the rest of the deck is a little wild. So Aerodactyl, as you know, is a fossil Pokemon, and it can only be benched if you have the Old Amber, where you look at the bottom 7 cards of your deck and take. If you find an Aerodactyl, you put it on your bench. Easy enough. And Aerodactyl's attack, the most important one, is the DCE, double colorless energy, for 120 and discards a special energy from the opposing Pokemon, which is super cool. 120 is a good number, knocks out Xerneas's. If you're against like a Mega Mewtwo deck, you knock off their DCE, things like that. Then you've got the Talonflame. If you open it, perfect. It's literally you have 4 out of 6 chance of opening the Talonflame because you only play 2 Gibbles. Opening a Talonflame means you can start setting up getting that Maxie's combo in your hand to get Garchomps streaming. Then it's 2 Gibble and 4 Garchomp. Now you might be thinking, 4 Chomp, why? Well, you want the 2 Gibbles just in case your Maxie's combo doesn't work out the way you want it to. And Mountain Eater's actually a really good attack. Gibble, let me read that for you guys. Mountain Eater, or Never Enough. Sorry, I thought it was Mountain Eater for some reason. Never Enough. Discard a card from your hand. If you do, draw 2 cards. If you have like a Talonflame or something in your hand that you don't need that turn, and you open a Gibble, just attach and get rid of it and draw 2 more cards. That's fantastic. I've done that a couple times. It's just been really clowny and fun. And then we've got Garchomp, the blood, heart, and soul of the deck. For 1 fighting energy, Turbo Assault, 60. Attach an energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. That's any energy card, including special energy. So you can get like a double colorless energy and put it on your Pokemon. That's fantastic. And then for 80 damage, for 2 fightings, does 80. If the opposing Pokemon's a Pokemon EX, this does 80 more damage, which is a lot of damage. That's 160. If you've got strong energies or other things like coupled with it, you're gonna be like just with strong energies itself, you're gonna be swinging for 180, which is a magic number on a lot of EXs. And I'm sure like megas are a little difficult, but you just two-shot them. Like, what's the big deal? You power up something on the bench and you go for it. So the deck revolves around getting a Maxie's combo a lot, which surprisingly I haven't missed that much. It just happens, and I'm very shocked. There's 4 Acrobike in the deck, which simple stuff. Just draw a card, discard a card, gets rid of your Talonflames, gets rid of Garchomps to get in the discard to do stuff. Acrobike's a good card for draw in this format. There's 2 Maintenance. Now that card lets you shuffle 2 cards from your hand back into your deck and draw 1. Why is this good? Well, you're always trying to get to that 1 card hand, which is Maxie's in your hand. So you start putting cards back in. You're saving resources instead of discarding them with cards like Ultra Ball or having to use them instantly so you can get to that Maxie's combo. And you just have 1 resource to burn rather than 2. Like, for example, I've done things where it's like I put like a rare candy and like a super rod back in my deck, and I come out with like an old amber, and I'm like, okay, I've got the Maxie's combo off. It's really cute. Sometimes it can backfire because you don't get the 1 card that's playable, but if you do, you're set. Like, that's perfect. Because most of the deck is playable cards. That's what I love about this deck. There's 4 Old Amber, because Old Amber lets you look at the bottom 7, like I said, find an Aerodactyl, put it on your bench. Simple as that. And you want to just get that Aerodactyl out. There's 1 Professor's Letter, so you can get energies when you need it. If not, it's a playable card that you can burn, which is the most important part of the deck. 4 Puzzle at a time. You're going to be burning resources pretty fast because you're trying to get that Maxie's combo off turn 1, and you want to get back random things like rare candies, old ambers, just Ultra Ball, just cards like energies. I don't know what you would need, but you whatever you need at the time. It's also a burnable card, so it's also really good. Random Receiver. Your deck has 7 supporters. 3 of them are maxis. You're probably gonna hit a maxis when you need it. So Random Receiver is pretty good. One of. I like it. It was a really cute inclusion. I saw it and I was like, Rob, you madman. Yeah, it's just pretty funny. There's 2 rare candies. Pretty self-explanatory. If you start the Gibble, you want to get that to the Chomp. You only play 2 Gibble, so you only need 2 candy really to get to 2 Chomps, because you're never gonna get a third Gibble out unless you puzzle for it for some strange reason. There's a Super Rod in case you start discarding too much stuff, like you discard too many Garchomps, too many Gibbles, something like that. You're like falling too far behind. You want to get Aerodactyls back in the deck so you can Old Amber to them. Energies, whatever you need to do with that Super Rod, it's pretty good. 4 Trainer's Melt. Burnable card, helps you search for maxis, the combos, pieces, help you just search for cards you might need later in the game. Simple stuff. Good card. Love it. 4 Ultra Ball. You just want to discard cards usually early game. Talonflame's a dead card. Aerodactyl's a dead card in your hand. Energy's usually a dead card. Supporters are dead cards. You just want to get to that maxis. That's like literally the only goal of this deck. Get to that maxis and then you're set. Your field is set. 2 VS Seeker. Now, you might be thinking, everyone plays 4. Why are you playing 2? Because it's not a burnable card. It's such a dead card in your hand if you open it. It feels so bad discarding a VS Seeker because you're like, that could be a resource later on in the game. In this deck, you don't care. You just want that maxis. So just play 2. You'll get there. Or Lysander. It's, yeah, Lysander does Lysander things. 3 maxis, because that's what you need this deck to do. You want that maxis turn 1. You want to not miss it. You want a maxis turn 1, you want a maxis turn 2, you want a maxis turn 3. You want to have 3 Garchomps out on your field. You can maxis a Gibble. Come on, do it. It's funny. Probably not going to win you the game, but do it. It's just you want to get those resources out and just set up and get going. It's like just pretty simple stuff. 1N, sometimes you just get that hand where you have to N, and sometimes you fall too far behind and you have to. 2 Sycamore. Rob's originals list had 1 and 1 Fossil Excavation Kit. All credit to Rob. I preferred having a second Sycamore because there were some times where I would miss the maxis and I would just not have any further draw support, or I would hit the maxis and then not have any further draw support past that point. And having a second Sycamore felt more comfortable in getting to that. But it's a dead card again. Like Fossil Excavation Kit would give you 2 Old Ambers, and that's just like more cards you can burn. So you can go red that route if you like what Rob did, but I prefer having another draw supporter just because I like the occasional games I wasn't drawing well. It was because I felt like I was missing one more draw card that I really would have liked to like hit off of a trainer's mail or like a acrobike. And I did play a couple games of this. Like I played like 8, and it was just so funny every time I got the maxis off because my opponents would be like, "Dude, what are you doing?" And I'd be like, "Got it. Maxis turn 1, Talonflame on turn 2 attack. I'm set up. What are you gonna do?" Um, 4 strong energy, obvious energy with Garchomp. It's really strong. Just gives you that one shot. His first attack like does more damage still, and you can like recycle them onto your Pokemon, your other Garchomps. Keep the strong energies going. Like, and you'll literally keep cycling energies, which is the craziest part about this deck. And like you're not gonna run out of strong energies. It's nuts. 4 DCE for Aerodactyl synergy, and it's just like even with Aerodactyl, it's like, hey, uh, like I'm using my 3 DCE. I lost the DCEs. Let me just guard jump them back onto my Aerodactyl. Like this is not troublesome in any way. And then there's 3 fighting energies, which are all just basics. So you can use with Talonflame, you can use with Garchomp. Basic energies are always good. It's just having more options to use with Talonflame because the strong energy obviously cannot go to Talonflame or cannot go to Aerodactyl, which is a little bit of a flaw. But it's the strongs are just the good outweigh the bad in this scenario because realistically, or in any situation, you only have one Talonflame to attack with, and you could have like 6 Garchomps potentially, just because you can maxi out 4, maxi out more than 4 actually. Actually, you can only maxi out 5 because of the with puzzles. You can maxi out 7, right? You can maxi out 7 Garchomps. and Candy too. You can have 9 Garchomps in one game, which is nuts. I doubt it'll ever happen, but it's nuts. There's been games where I'll go turn 1 maxis and then turn 2 maxis, and my opponent just concede because they don't know what to do. And I'll have a like Candy Gibble into another one, and they'll just be like, okay, I lost. Um, yeah, trainer lock really messes this up though. So thank you, Rob Davies, for the deck list and the crazy, crazy idea. This is nuts. All props to you, man, for coming up with a deck this crazy. I'm glad to be able to that you allowed me to cover it. Um, Other than that, if you enjoyed the video, go find Rob on Facebook, send him a message, like just tell him that it's kooky crazy, tell him that you appreciate Rob. Leave a like on the video. Please be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed it, and we'll be pumping out more cool content. Orlando Regionals is coming up in a week, so we might be a little busy on that weekend, but you can be sure to catch us on Team Fish Knuckles stream, and it'll be a wild weekend. So if you're coming down to Orlando, please be sure to say hi to some of us. Well, we're very excited, and so thank you guys for watching, and I hope you try to build this crazy deck.